Hey guys, Joe here with Unconventional Meat. I want to do a quick video on how to save water when you're doing your dishes. Now a lot of this stuff is pretty common sense, but maybe it's something you haven't thought about. All the ideas or one or two. So anything to help conserve our water, no big deal, but it does help. Alright, the first thing I like to do is do my dishes sooner than later. Now the reason why this is helpful is because if you've got dishes that you just did, like a big old pot, and it's got a bunch of junk residue left on it, and you don't wash it right away, it's going to dry. Well, if it dries on there, then you've got to soak it. In order to soak it, it takes more water. So by washing your dishes right after you use them, it saves water because you just can rinse the stuff off, and you don't have to soak them. So that's tip number one for me. Tip number two is using diluted dish detergent. The standard dish detergent, we use Dawn. It comes concentrated, so you're supposed to dilute it anyways. But what I found is that its effectiveness isn't affected by diluting it. And the benefit to this is it rinses off so much easier. I mean, it just comes right out of the bottle, a lot easier. It washes the dishes just fine, but because it's diluted down, it rinses off a lot easier. And you don't feel that sticky, slimy, grimy residue from the soap. It just rinses right off. It's a lot easier that way. Tip number three, whenever you're doing your dishes, what I do is I don't fill up the sink. I don't soak them. I have my dishes in the sink and I wash them individually, okay? And then I put them off to the side. I do them up, and then whenever I go to rinse them off, here's two tips in one. Put all the dishes back in the sink, turn your water on low, and then use your sprayer to rinse them off. Because it takes the higher pressure to rinse them from the faucet. But if you dial your water down, so you're using half the water, and they spray off a lot easier. Now the reason these dishes are stacked up in the sink is because, again, this is twofold. By the time you get down to the bottom of your pile, most of the stuff is already rinsed off. So you're saving water by using the sprayer at a lower water flow, and you're using a little less water because most of the dishes are already rinsed off by the time you get to the bottom of the pile. My last quick tip is, if you have a dish that you need to soak, a dish or two, don't fill up the whole sink to soak it. You know what I mean? I see people do that, and it doesn't make sense to me, because it's like all this water when all you're really trying to do is soak this much area. So if you're going to have to soak a dish, just fill up that dish and set it to the side. Okay? I've even done the wet a towel and lay it on there to let it soak. I don't know why saving water is a big deal to me, but it always has been. It just is something I think we all can do. We waste so much water, it's probably just a little bit easier to try to counterbalance that by saving some here and there. Hey, I know this is a quick run through, guys, but I want to save your time as much as help save the water. So hopefully these tips are easy and usable in your life. And leave some comments or some other ideas in saving water to share with others. Thanks for watching.